Yo, what is up guys? It's Pedro here. So in today's video, we'll be talking about two coaching moves that the Washington Commanders made today. One that we kind of knew about and one that was a little bit of a surprise, and they hired a Legends grandson. So we'll talk about that. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button and that notification bell as well. We'll be doing a giveaway at 15,000 subscribers with some merch, possibly not my merch, but like some Redskins or Commanders or Washington football team merch, whatever I have. But let's get into it. So Brian Schneider was announced to the coaching staff today. There was some reports in the last week or so, maybe a little bit before that, from the beat that they hired him and officially happened as the assistant special teams coordinator. And then Jesse Madden, John Madden's grandson, was hired today as a quality control coach. I'll go ahead and read the little press release that they put out. So Brian Schneider is the team's new assistant special teams coordinator. Schneider takes over for John Glenn, and then Jesse Madden, I'll talk about that in a little bit. Schneider's been in the league for 18 years, was the special teams coordinator in San Francisco for 2022 and 2023. So not only has a connection to the Commanders with Adam Peters, but he worked there as a special teams coordinator for 2 years. So we have him here in Washington as the assistant special teams coordinator. So I think that's a pretty good hire. He was in Seattle as a special teams coordinator from 2010 to 2020, so a long time. So kind of similar, where he's special teams coordinator there for 10 years, and then he takes a couple years off and is the special teams coordinator for the 49ers, and then takes a couple years off and isn't the special teams coordinator here, but gets a special teams job. Was a graduate assistant at Colorado State. He was at UCLA too, and with the Raiders, Iowa State, and Air Force. So has a lot of experience in the NFL. Was in San Francisco with Jake Moody, Robbie Gould, who did a really good job there as well. So Jesse Madden, grandson of Pro Football Hall of Famer John Madden, the famous announcer, coach, everything, will enter his first season in the NFL after graduating from the University of Michigan. At Michigan, he played quarterback in his freshman season before switching to DB. He was a member of the 2024 National Championship team at Michigan. And let me go to Kime right here, just so I can read. He posted a little bit of an article talking about the hiring, so I'll talk about that and some other stuff. But it's cool to see Jesse Madden on the coaching staff, and I already saw a couple nepotism comments, whatever. It's not maybe it is, maybe it isn't, I don't know, but all I'll say is it's not a big role. He's a quality control coach. So if he ends up, if he has a future in the league, he's going to, after this part, he's going to have to earn it. It's going to be because he does a good job with this job. Again, quality control job is very, very light role. You don't have much of a impact, and you're not really dealing, I don't believe they're dealing with the players too much. Obviously there is some overlap, but it's one of the lower roles you can have on the staff before you can get to an even like an assistant quarterbacks coach or assistant D-line coach. So that it'll take a few years for him, but Jesse Madden played at Michigan for 4 years, so it's not like he doesn't have any experience at all playing for 4 years at the collegiate level at a good school, at a national won a national championship there. So knows Mike Sainer still, because I guess they both played defensive back there. So I guess they have a little bit of a connection there. I'm trying to think of any other Michigan guys on the team. Not too many, if there are. Not many. Benjamin St. Juste, I guess, isn't on the team, but he was on Michigan before he transferred to Minnesota. So we'll see Jesse Madden. It's a cool storyline, and it's not a big deal at all. He's just on the coaching staff as a quality control coach, and we'll see where it goes from there. I would say it'll take a couple years before he can get something more than the quality control coach, but that's where a lot of people start. And we'll see what happens. And in this article, he did say that Kime said that he does play Madden, so Jesse Madden does. So Yeah, that is it. And some other stuff, franchise or transition tag stuff open up today. I don't think the Commanders will be signing anyone to that at all. There's no one on the team right now that makes sense to franchise tag or whatever. So that is something, yeah, you don't really have to worry about. Percy Harvin, I just reading it here. He was a coordinator for the, I was about to say Chiefs, for the Seahawks in their Super Bowl win over the Broncos, and Percy Harvin had that big 87-yard return touchdown in that game. I talked about it in yesterday's video, but the Marty Herney, he's gone. Martin Mayhew's still with the squad. T. Higgins got is expected to be franchise tagged. They're probably gonna, try to get a deal done with him, but if it doesn't get done, he'll be franchise tagged, and most likely the Commanders will not be able to sign him in free agency. Hassan Reddick was a name that the Commanders were linked to. Let me pull it up here. On ESPN today, Matt Bowen had some of the best free agent fits, and T. Higgins was with Washington, but also Hassan Reddick with the Washington Commanders as well. So that's a name to watch out for, an edge rusher that played with the Cardinals, the Eagles, and the Jets. I don't even know if I guess he might have played with the Jets. I know he was traded there, but he had the contract drama. If he played, it was barely. But he's an option as well, as a guy that when he's healthy and he's motivated, he can get you 10 plus sacks. He did that with the Eagles, where he got like 15 sacks. Obviously, the Eagles are set up really well for pass rushers to succeed. They've done it, the last 10, 15 years, just rotating guys in and out that have been, balling out at edge, with Brandon Graham, even Josh Sweat, Hassan Reddick, guys like that just have been, really good there, and they got a good interior. So, it would be good to get, it would be interesting to get Hassan Reddick, but I'd rather sign someone like Khalil Mack or trade for a Myles Garrett type player, or Max Crosby or Trey Hendrickson. Not that any of those guys are going to get traded. They might, Garrett wants to get traded. I'm sure Crosby would be open to it, and Hendrickson wants a new deal. And if he doesn't get a new deal, then he might get traded. And he's a very good player. He gets, 15-ish sacks every year. So he's a guy to watch out for as well. So, yeah, that is it for today's video. Just wanted to go over the coaching stuff with Jesse Madden and I believe it's Brian Schneider. Solid. I think that's a good hire, a guy with a lot of experience, and this whole coaching staff in general has a lot of good experience, so it's good to see that. If you guys stayed till the end, go ahead. I'm trying to think of a, not OG player, but just a random player. We'll go Kelvin Harmon. We'll go Kelvin Harmon. If you stay till the end, go ahead and comment down below Kelvin Harmon. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.